According to the company's website, while they were studying old marine books, a mysterious nautical figure called to them. They had discovered a 16th century depiction of a twin-tailed mermaid, later to be identified as a siren.
Christians should not be consuming Starbucks. It's demonic from the logo to its origin. Absolutely satanic. Their intentions were mystical and spiritual. It is just real life witchcraft. It's just demonic, all right? I'm going to play a video for you guys, then I'm going to fact check it on their website with what the video is saying, all right? I stopped my wife from eating at Starbucks and drinking at Starbucks a couple years ago. I stopped for a while. It is diabolical. Yes, it's diabolical, all right? 100%. They glorify the marine kingdom, okay? Starbucks in itself is about literally the marine kingdom, siren spirits, but you're going to learn today. If you are unaware, today you will learn the truth, all right? Take a listen to this.
Starbucks logo would look like from behind. This is her tail, and it is spread wide open.
Okay, so the original Starbucks logo, y'all got to understand, it's very sexually immoral. Like, it would be two tails open and the private area would be right there. It's very seductive, but I'll show you guys that later, okay? So what he's saying here is a fact, all right?
Now, it's important for you to understand that this design was intentional and kind of creepy, as you'll see throughout this video. In order to understand why Starbucks chose such an odd image to represent
just look right there. Look at that
company.
Logo. Look, that's the original Starbucks logo. Seductive. A siren, a marine spirit, a mermaid having two tails representing duality, earth and water, and opening up in the private areas there. Seductive.
We need to go back to the beginning. It was 1971, and the founders, inspired by Moby Dick,
I'm sorry for continually pausing it, but look at the logo behind them. Seduction.
Chose the name Starbucks. With Seattle being a port city and their coffee coming in on ships, they wanted their brand to be related to the sea. Next on their list was to find a logo. According to the company's website, while they were studying old marine books, a mysterious nautical figure called to them. They had discovered a 16th century depiction of a twin-tailed mermaid, later to be identified as a siren. And almost immediately, they knew they found their logo.
Demonic. Absolutely demonic. And when you do your research on sirens, they are these mythological creatures, these Greek mythological creatures. They're demons, right, in the water, marine spirits. And they will lure sailors to them. They will lure sailors to them by their singing voice and whatnot. All right. So anyone that would hear their voice of them singing, people would be attracted. They would lure people to shipwreck. They would lure people to their death. They would literally destroy souls, destroy people, right? So these people have chosen the logo because the logo called out to them. That's what sirens do. They call out, they lure you. Now, what their agenda is by having the logo is to lure people into their organization. You can't just stop having Starbucks coffee. You don't care how expensive it will be. You'll still buy it if it was $20. You'll be like, okay, I'm just going to have it once a week or once every 2 weeks. There is a spirit behind it where it causes people to be addicted, like straight up. And you probably don't believe this, but let's go on their website. So this right here is the Starbucks logo. It's an archive. You can find it on Google. Just type down, Starbucks siren origin. It will take you literally to the Starbucks logo. Starbucks website, right? And this is the website, all right? So you can see right here, who is the siren? Who is the Starbucks siren? And they have a picture right here of a mermaid, right? In the water, marine kingdom, straight up. So this is basically going to give you an understanding of the meaning behind their logo, right? Those of you that are skeptics and whatnot, just read this. Just listen to what is being said here. It says, the siren is like a super mermaid. A mermaid with one tail is just a plain old mermaid. Sorry, Ariel. But a siren is often depicted with two tails. She might seem like an unusual choice for the face of a coffee company, but there's a pretty interesting backstory as to how and why the siren came to be. It was 1971, and the founders had landed on the name Starbucks, inspired by Moby Dick. Next up, creating a logo. With scoring some old marine books, something stood out, a mysterious nautical figure called to them as sirens do, right? We know that sirens call to people. It's demonic, all right? They really loved the look of it, and it kind of tied into what they felt Starbucks stood for, Steve said. So we took inspiration from that and created the logo from there, and she became the siren, right? This stuff is demonic. In case you're wondering, there are two big connections between Starbucks and the seafaring world. Our hometown of Seattle is Port City. We're right on the Puget Sound, and we feel this very strong connection to the water. We feel this very strong connection to the water. This is demonic. We feel a very strong connection to the water. This is satanic. Like like straight up satanic. Coffee often travels long distances across the water to get to us. Even today it arrives at the port in big container ships. Um this is just demonic. Over time, we've given our siren a few makeovers. As Steve says, we got to see a lot of her in the beginning, right? It's just demonic. Like, this stuff is just ridiculous, as you can see. Um, it's just this has nothing to do with God at all. This stuff is just so satanic. This stuff is just so demonic. I just don't understand how anyone can call themselves a Christian and come to the knowledge of this truth, but keep going to this, right? And you read right here, the meaning behind our logo. She's at the center of your Starbucks cup, that green mythological creature who's staring into your soul as you drink your latte. The star of Starbucks anniversary blend. Seriously, who is she? It's the siren. She is not a real person, but we kind of think of her as one. She's the biggest symbol of our brand, really, other than our partners. She's the face of it, right? Demonic. Like, straight up demonic, right? And they felt like this spirit was calling to them and whatnot. They believe it's powerful. So I just don't understand how any Christian will want to dabble into or consume Starbucks, right? The Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 20 through 21, rather that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to demons. And I do not want you to have fellowship with demons. You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of demons. You cannot partake of the Lord's table and the table of demons. Like, Starbucks was completely devoted to the Marine Kingdom. I remember one time my wife, the last time she had it, she threw up everywhere. It was back in 2020. I forget when, 2022 or 23, something like that. The beginning of 2000, it was either the end of 2022 or the beginning of 2023. She just threw up everywhere after eating it, out of the car, everywhere. We never had it again since. Right? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go as far as this. You may not believe me, but life is spiritual. I brought people through deliverance. This stuff be gateways, yo. It's witchcraft. I brought people through deliverance from this garbage. It's witchcraft. You may not believe it, but it's witchcraft. You don't believe it, but the owners are telling you the logos on purpose. They picked it for spiritual, mystical reasons. They said that the spirit was luring them. The logo was inspired by an evil spirit. Everything is just demonic about this. Everything. The Bible says in Revelation chapter 2, verse 20, nevertheless, I have a few things against you, because you allow that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit sexual morality and to eat things sacrificed to idols. Like, Starbucks is demonic. It's demonic, right? It's demonic, right? And it's witchcraft. They support diabolical things, LGBTQ. I've seen them promote witchcraft. astrology and all that stuff, it's demonic. The origin of it's demonic. The logo's demonic. The colors are the colors of fishes, like the green and stuff, is demonic. It's just, I pray. Some of y'all are having dreams and you're seeing this spirit. I know a lot of people are brought through deliverance. They're having dreams and they're seeing this entity. I know my wife has had dreams. She's seen this. I literally had a dream the other night, last week, while I was in my 21 days of prayer and fasting, that this kind of entity came to attack me. But I kept praying in the dream and it disappeared. It was like burning and it disappeared. So why would we want to partake in something that is devoted and dedicated to water spirits? Like, this stuff is so demonic. Like, go to Dunkin' Donuts or go to we have a coffee place here called Coffee Culture. Like, go somewhere else. Go to McDonald's coffee, something. But when you have the knowledge that something is demonic, the roots of it is demonic, the roots of it is marine kingdom, how can you be a deliverance minister and indulge in such a thing? This is diabolical. This is diabolical, straight up. It's a waste of money anyway. Ain't that good anyway, right? Too sugary, over, whatever. It's trash. All right, so step away from this stuff because it's a gateway. It's a gateway, and the reason you love it so much because it's luring you. What did they say in this? They said she's at the center of your Starbucks cup, the green mythological creature who's staring into your soul as you drink your latte, staring into your soul because it's luring you. It's luring you. It's calling you. It's calling you. And you're having the dreams that there's the spiritual spouse, the spirit of incubus and succubus. It's calling you. It's having sex with you. This thing is diabolical. I hope you know these people here who created this, the hecklers, the Moby, whatever, they're all spiritual, mystical people. Me, I abstain. Because the Bible says abstain from every form of evil. Oh, abstain. This is accursed. Starbucks is accursed. Starbucks is demonic. Starbucks is diabolical, satanic. My own child, when Malachi gets older and when we have a baby girl, when she gets older, they will never work at Starbucks, ever. This is diabolical, straight up. All this marine kingdom, marine spirit stuff is satanic. These are the demons we cast out of people, like literally. These are the demons we cast out of people. And you're having dreams like people are force feeding you food. Jesus. This is demonic. Even if you don't believe Christians can have demons or you don't believe in the marine kingdom, what they stand for is diabolical. This is witchcraft.